So I realized I haven't really done any edible videos on this channel recently, which is kind of a shame because there has been some pretty decent edibles up here in Michigan. Just one of the biggest issues I've run into is the fact that pretty much all edibles are restricted at 200 milligrams, meaning you're not really allowed to sell anything over 200 milligrams per packaging. So finding something per dose that's actually high enough to give me really strong effects isn't the easiest task, in all honesty. It's not like some states where they allow you to have, 1,000 milligram syrup, 1,500 milligram syrups, or whatever. I mean, you can't get those out here. You can only go up to 200. So I've been trying a couple different brands, trying to find some really solid edibles that hit right, because I need to take like 300 milligrams plus to actually be really, really high. So today I figured it'd be a good chance to actually go over, we can do a couple different segments and record eating this little edible here. So this is a Full Moon by Midnight Roots. It's a max dose chocolate piece. Now this is just a one singular chocolate circle that's dosed out at 200 milligrams. So hopefully if I eat this whole circle, this one little piece of candy, I'll actually be pretty baked. But I've also had kind of experience with some of these like higher dose things out here, them just not hitting me as well. But I mean, I guess that's something for us to decide, but this is just a nice, beautiful 70% dark chocolate, 200 milligrams. I believe it's just distillate, and they say it's 20 servings per pack, but we all know it's just one. And personally, I also wanted to go with the dark chocolate because dark chocolate way easier to eat for me versus milk chocolate because of all the sugar. I don't like eating a bunch of sugar. It's really kind of too much for me. And even though gummies I can kind of do, chocolate, it's a whole nother ballpark. I mean, at the end of the day, I used to eat like a whole Delta Extracts chocolate bar, and I would feel so nauseous after that because of how much sugar it was. But I would do it because that's pretty much the only thing that could give me a buzz at the time. By the way, this is our little chocolate square. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I have a feeling this is going to taste bad. Nothing against the company or anything, but dark chocolate mixed with weed is usually really bitter. So I'm doing this for you guys. Also, by the way, if you can't tell, you're supposed to only eat like a little tiny portion of this. But I guess, since it's an off day, might as well just try to get as baked as we can. Cheers. Alright, it's softer than I thought. Doesn't really have that much distillate taste to it. Now I will say, for chocolate, let's see. They're using dark chocolate, cocoa powder, soy lecithin, and just cannabis distillate. I wonder who they get their chocolate from, because this tastes very familiar. It tastes like something I would have tasted in the hemp industry, I'm not gonna lie. But it's currently like 10 o'clock right now. So we just finished our chocolate piece. I'm gonna come back to you. It says the activation time is 30 minutes. I'll come back to y'all in about 30 to 45 minutes, give you guys kind of how I'm feeling, and then we'll probably go about our day. Alrighty guys, it's been about an hour since I took the Full Moon earlier, and I gotta be real with you, I'm not too buzzed or anything. And like, I ate breakfast this morning, I smoked this morning already, and I'm not really feeling that crazy buzz, which is kind of disappointing. Because you would think when you eat 200 milligrams, it would at least do something to you. But I mean, outside of a little bit of a body buzz, maybe it just hasn't kicked in yet, but it's like 11:10 already. It's already been like an hour since I took this. And I'm not getting a buzz off of it. I'm kind of disappointed. Maybe it's just me. Maybe if somebody else took this, they would be absolutely destroyed. But for myself, it's okay. Like, I mean, I just don't feel like I just took 200 milligrams. Like, normally an hour after you take 200 milligrams, you feel like you took at least something. I feel like, if anything, I took maybe like a 5 milligram gummy. And it's just, maybe it's me. Maybe I need to take a tolerance break. Maybe I don't need to smoke so much. Maybe I don't need to take as much edibles as I do. Or maybe the quality of see, that's just the hard thing about edibles. It's because like I can't determine if it's because of me why the edible doesn't work, or is it because of the edible doesn't work. But for me, I can tell you what I think of it. Honestly, I rather go with some of the gummies I've tried, because some of the gummies at least are a little bit more tasty and a little bit more palatable for me. This isn't really super palatable as chocolate because it still has a lot of sugar. And one thing I wanted to make note of is that it says it's 70% dark chocolate. Now, notice how they didn't say 70% cacao, because it's not like cacao. It's not like actual cocoa. It's not 70% of actual chocolate. It's 70% of the dark chocolate they use, and then they probably use like a little bit of other different kinds of chocolates or fillers or other materials to put in there. So it really could have been better, honestly. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I only paid like $3 or $4. It couldn't have been that much. I don't know. I don't even have the receipt around me, but still, I wish it would have been better. I mean, if I had to give it a rating, because I have been forgetting to do the ratings in the past couple of videos, I would give this like maybe a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Outside of that, I can't really say it's too crazy. Now, like I said, that's for me. Now, don't go out and take one of these full moons at my dosage level, because you will have probably a bad experience. But for me, I'm gonna be real with you, I wasn't that impressed. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below. Also, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell everybody about the channel, because we are growing at a rapid rate and we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by November. And I know you guys can do it. So just subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.